All right, let's go on to the next one. It's been a minute. Let's see. Get JSON, JavaScript, something notation, something like that. With the JavaScript HTML, HTTP request method. That's a lot of words. You can request data from external source. Okay, makes sense. I've worked a little with APIs. I almost said IPAs. Well, anyway, this is, let's see, this is where APIs, not IPAs, those are APIs come into play. Yeah, I've worked a little bit with these in the past. Okay, large paragraph. Okay, that's cool. We're going to figure it out. It's okay. Remember that APIs, application programming interfaces, are simply tools that computers use to so computers talk with one another. They chat. You will learn how to update HTML. So like we're going to update the website. We're going to update like elements of the website or whatever. With the data we get from APIs using technology called AJAX, anonymous, something like that. Most web APIs transfer their data, they talk to each other in a format that is called JSON. So it's like a different, again, I don't have all the fancy syntax, I apologize, but it's like a different way of packaging that data and like information to display on the website, like from the other website. JSON stands for, there it is, look at that, JavaScript Object Notation. Okay. JSON syntax looks very similar to JavaScript with object literal notation, which is like this funky thing here. JSON has object properties and their current values are sandwiched, I love sandwiches, between those curly Q thingies. Okay, exciting times. These properties and their values are often called as key value pairs, and I do remember learning this a little bit in, I think it was a freeCodeCamp tutorial. I think it was the OG one that has now been outdated and makes me sad. But the OG one for JavaScript. Okay. However, JSON transmitted by APIs are sent as bytes, nom, and your application gets it and receives it as a string. Okay, so I'm already seeing an issue, like a compatibility issue. Can't read it the way it needs to be read, right? So these can be converted into JavaScript objects. That's helpful. But they're not JavaScript objects by default, right? They're strings by default. Boo. So the JSON parse method parses the string that it gets from that other website or whatever and constructs, or what did we say, computer or whatnot. And it constructs the JavaScript object that was described in it. Okay, I'm actually okay. Like this is not too bad. You can request the JSON from freeCodeCamp's cat photo API. I remember building that cat photo website. Oh my gosh, good job, guys. That's a cool wraparound, like hooking thing. That's cool with the curriculum. Okay, here's the code you can put in your click event to do this. All right, before I even go into this, let's just take a little look over here. So our basic little web page element stuff. Here's our styling. So normally, I do know, just talking to myself is best practice. Normally this is like in a CSS file, this style stuff. Normally this is in an HTML file with a little boilerplate at the top, and normally this is in a JavaScript file, and then you just link them all together, which is not too bad. I just can't remember the specific, again, all of these different syntaxes. You just have to like review them, you know? Okay, so we have a constant declared of rec, which is going to be a new HTTP request, and that's just the function. So when we see those circles, it means like we're running a function. That's the function. Okay, we're going to run request, or sorry, work with request, I guess is how I'm going to think of it. So we're going to work with request and run the open method on it. It's going to take in the word get, and then this is the website we're getting, and then Boolean value of true. Okay. Open send. So it's sending the information back and forth. I'm about to read this. I just want to figure it out first on my own. on load of the web page, run this function, constant JSON. Okay. So we're connecting it, and then we ask it to parse. Then we're gonna ask it to, get elements by class name message, JSON stringify, JSON, okay. And we're getting them to talk to each other. All right, let's see. Here's a review of what each piece is doing. The JavaScript request object has a number of properties and methods we can use. First, an instance of the request object is created and saved in the request variable. Next, the open method initializes the request, gets it going. This example is requesting data from the API. Therefore, we got to use the get. Oh, so we're literally kind of like talking to it right now. All right, that's cool. Okay. The second argument for open, this thing, is the URL of the API you want to get the data from. The third argument is Boolean value true makes it an async. Okay. So if we put false there, it wouldn't run asynchronously. But that kind of defeats the purpose, but whatever. I'm sure there are circumstances. Okay, the send method. So exciting. But like, riddle me this, guys. Like, this looks like a function, right? Like, the word method and function are really kind of throwing me a little bit. I understand what to do, and I know they feel almost interchangeable. I know they're not, but I'm just kind of stuck on that phrasing, I guess, but I can get past that. Okay, the third argument in the Boolean value is where true makes an asynchronous request. The send method sends a request. Send. Oh, so we kind of like set it all up. You would think that in setting it up, it would just do it, but you know computers. All right, so then send in the universe. Finally, the onload event, the main event handler parses the returned data. It applies the JSON stringify method. I love that. Stringify. How hilarious. To convert the JavaScript object into a string. Really? Okay. Okay. And then this string is then inserted as the message text. Interesting. Okay, so finally the onload event handler parses the return data. And it applies the last method. Okay, so we get it. And then we're going to do something with it. Okay, this is get it, go get it, do something with it. Sorry, this is get it and parse it to where we can use it. Then this is use it. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't know. All right, update the code. I'm going to update code here. Thanks, freeCodeCamp. This is so well organized. And send a get request to the freeCodeCamp cat API. Okay, update the code and create a get request. So I assume I'm just going to do this for now. Just a good old copy paste. Okay, so it's sitting there. Good. I assume. Yeah, okay. Constant data. All right, it's there. Let's think through this. So get request. Okay, so new HTML request. Get. Here's that. Okay, run it as true to be asynchronous and send it off. Okay, we're good. Then click the get message button. Okay, your AJAX function will replace the message will go here, text, with the raw JSON output connected to the API. Very interesting. Okay. Really? Okay. It's just, I guess we're just testing that the mechanism works, huh? All right, let's get message. Yay! It took it, but boy, does it look weird. Something went wrong. Something totally went wrong. Let me read this for a second. The AJAX function will replace cipity. Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, with the raw JSON output, this might be correct. Let's run it. It worked. Okay, makes sense to me. Hope it makes sense to you. Catch you in the next one.